You come stay on the island. A way of avoiding all those people that you might want to avoid right now.
Hello everyone, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the 2011 film Gone Girl, and it's directed by David Fincher, who I also reviewed one of his movies, Gone Girl, in one of my previous videos, which is one of my favorite movies, and he's one of my favorite directors. He also does Mindhunter, which is such a good show. Hold on. Sorry, I itched my nose. And he also does Mindhunter, which me and my best friend Emily love. And this film is set in Sweden. It's a Swedish film. It's based off of, God, my nose, I'm sorry. It's a, I lost my train of thought. It's based off a Swedish book with the same, it's part of the Millennium series, and it's a Swedish book, and it's a remake of, I think there was a Swedish film and then they remade it, and it's such a good film. I recently watched it, and it's not really a Halloween video, but it's more of like a fall, winter, like type vibe. And it's so good. I've been wanting to watch this movie for a while, and I'm glad I did. It's so captivating, and it stars Daniel Craig, which I didn't get the hype about him till now. He was so handsome in this film. And it has Rooney Mara and Christopher Plummer and Robin Wright, and Daniel Craig plays this character named Mikkel. Now these are Swedish names, so I'm gonna fuck them up severely. Mikkel, I'm not even gonna try to say his name, but it's Mikkel, and he's a financial journalist, and he gets in trouble because he writes an expose on one of these like top Swedish dudes.
Our credibility isn't dead yet.
Mine is.
And he like basically has to go hide because his whole career's ruined, just because he was gonna tell the truth. But he gets offered just in the nick of time to this job for Christopher Plummer's character, Henrik Wagner. He offers him to, because he's such a good like investigative journalist, Christopher Plummer offers Daniel Craig like a job to solve this 40-year-old murder mystery of his great niece. Now the family tree in this movie is a bit confusing, so bear with me.
I need your help. You come stay on the island. A way of avoiding all those people that you might want to avoid right now. You will be investigating thieves, misers, bullies, the most detestable collection of people that you will ever meet. My family.
While at the same time, there's kind of two protagonists in this film, Mikkel and Lisbeth. And Lisbeth is a bisexual punk, like hacker chick. She's so cool, and their stories are kind of parallel until they meet. And that's what, I also watched a video, I will link that below my bio if you want to watch it, but this story is, subvert and unique in many ways, and that it has, typically films have 3 acts. Like you meet the protagonist, the climax, and the resolution. But this one, it has 4 or 5 acts. And usually there's one clear protagonist, but there's 2 like clear protagonists, and then there's many antagonists. So this film is really cool in that way. And the first act is Daniel Craig figuring out what to do now that his career is ruined, and the second act is mainly he gets invited by Christopher Plummer to solve the murder of his great niece, and then he's trying to unravel the clues. David Fincher does such a good job of his stories. I just love them. And basically once Daniel Craig meets Rooney Mara, or Lisbeth, she, like Rooney Mara's Lisbeth, she was hacking, well, this story is a little complex, so bear with me. She was hacking Daniel Craig's character, and like he figured out about it, and he's like, wow, she's such a good journalist like me, let's work together, basically what happens.
Sorry, it's okay.
I guess I must have alarmed you turning up like
If
that.
you touch me, I'll more than alarm you.
That won't be necessary.
And they work together to solve Harriet's murder.
Won't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a story, and if it entertains you, maybe you'll decide to help me research further. And if not, I'll do the washing up, and you'll never see me again. You know, you should eat.
And Christopher Plummer comes from this Wagner family, which they're Swedish industrialist, old money. And this film is not for the faint of heart because it deals with, if you're sensitive to this, you might want to stop watching now. It's sensitive to like rape, violence against women, anti-Semitism, like Nazis, fucking his family. Henrik is good, but all of his family are just shitheads. And Harry and Henrik are good, but the rest of his families are scum. We don't like them, because they're just assholes. And you know, even though this is an American film, Fincher did a good job of explaining like problems in Sweden that they still freaking deal with. And so yeah, and they try to solve Harriet's murder, and Christopher Plummer thinks it's someone in his family that did it, because they live on this island, and an accident happened on the bridge to the island, and he's like, no one could get like past the bridge, so he thinks someone in his family did it. And spoiler, someone in his family did. Now this is where the family tree gets confusing, so I think it's Christopher Plummer's brother who did it. Yeah. Or, yeah, he's in the family. And that's played by Stellan Skarsgård. He didn't kill Harriet, also spoiler, but he did rape her, and yeah, the family tree's really confusing, I'm sorry. But yeah, he did it, and he's just a bad guy. Oh my god. And then, what I also like about this film is Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig's relationship. I thought they just were so, like, good together. I'm gonna ignore the ending. Because Daniel Craig was also with, at the time, his co-editor of the magazine he was at. But yeah, I love them together. I thought they had great chemistry.
Couldn't we just use tape or something?
No.
What?
Thank you.
Jesus! Ow!
Drink.
The story is really captivating. Even though I'm not good at explaining it, the film does explain it well. And it's like a modern murder mystery story, and it's super cool and edgy. And I love it really. I loved it. It was so good. It's one of my favorite movies now. And what's sad, it was gonna be a trilogy, but it didn't do well in the box office, which that just makes me so mad. But it didn't do well at the box office, but it was going to be a trilogy. Ooh, and the opening sequence, one of the like most beautiful, like aesthetically pleasing openings of a movie I've seen. It's really cool, and the soundtrack's amazing. This movie's just really fucking cool. And I hope everyone's having a good day. And thank you for watching and listening to me trying to make sense of what I've watched. And Halloween's almost coming up, and I hope everyone has a spooky couple of weeks, and have a good night.